Happy Chinese New Year to all my beautiful global Chinese friends. You're wonderful. Okay, this is a site visit on the 26th of the 1st, 2025. Today is the big 29th of the 1st, 2025. We're so excited to show you an update of this amazing new technology, this green VERUM technology, this innovation that's saving millions and will save hundreds of billions in the future within the palm oil tree industry. It's truly the future of organic sustainability in the palm oil and many other industries in agriculture. We thank you for the support on our TikTok channel, the VETIVER Grass King. Okay, so this palm oil sustainability, the VERUM X SOS breakthrough technology. This video, this 17 of 30. Please check the other 16 videos out. It is a game changer for the industry. All inquiries are welcome. We are willing to extend and support new inquiries for the palm oil plantations of the world. We are continue on sharing more about our advanced technology. This VERUM technology for the palm oil fronds, the leaflet, is truly a revolution in the way it's going to be handled after we reveal the secrets, the techniques, the applications. We are open source, you can say that. Okay, it's going to, this technology with the VETIVER Grass, which is basically our brand is VERUM X SOS. It's a combination of our liquid fertilizer in combined with multiple techniques and applications and systems that we have developed over a decade. We had a 5-year research and development program, which we have now waited for about 8 years before releasing. So we've started on this particular project to give everyone how we can slash the cost and boost yields with no chemical, no chemical fertilizer or pesticides. This is one of the key future smart way. It's an organic way. We're turning the most massive cost savings as it's an eco giant in what we are doing, what we have done, and we're going to continue on sharing through our YouTube and TikTok channel. Please promote us. All inquiries are welcome. Please email us. All our details are on YouTube, VETIVER Grass King SABAH, and our TikTok, VETIVER Grass King. Our email is john.saveoursoil@gmail.com. Please contact us and let's make a difference. Let's save you a lot of money and make you a lot of money in this green evolution technique that we've created over 33 years of sweat, blood, and love. Okay, today is another site visit. Sunday last week was in the same location. This is a mega complementary planting project. Now we've got our initiative to compost frond leaf, making these SOS compost box systems out of the VETIVER grass. And we're just showing how thick we're fast tracking the hedge, the box of VETIVER grass, right? Now, this particular very large, this box number 4 in this location, we're going to be putting EFB. Now, this is not necessary, but by having EFB, you can see we got the 2 loads here. I think it's 7 ton, so maybe about 10 ton here. All right. You can see right next to here this Chrysopogon Z90, this beautiful symbiotic. It makes the branch, the frond so thick and green. There's an increase, but not just increase of the tree, because that's so important, but it's the fruit, the VETIVER grass, in combination with the SOS organic pure worm casting fertilizer, generates a massive result. Okay, so these other 3 compost boxes here for the leaf will just have no EFB. Whereas we're demonstrating the power. Now you can see all of these traditional fronds, okay, just how it's normally done around the world. Now by just putting them in one of these SOS boxes. But we're also activating it with liquid and solid. And there is techniques, and we're going to harvest the leaf. This is so important. We harvest the leaflet to put onto the top of it. And there is systems and there is approaches, but it's as simple as putting a box in front of your fronds in. And without even doing anything more, that will increase and fast track and generate a higher quality but faster turnover and a quicker breakdown of the fronds, which are going to leach into the subsoil and can be moved and put as a fertilizer. Okay, so you can see here, all this is going to be, we've actually separating this one, which is pure fronds, with this one divider. You can see here, look how close we are, and these are very mature. We've got bamboo with the frond, bamboo with the knuckles. You can see here how we just place them deep and leaving one knuckle or two knuckles, and we're digging them deep. They're air roots. Most of them have got bulbs. A lot of them are just bamboo pieces. All of these other ones previously were all with bulbs. So, because we're going to be planting tens of thousands, we're going to be planting about 20, 30 of these boxes. See, these bags here got beautiful bulbs. Look at they're a part of the 1,500 or so today. So you can see how thick is that now, double or more than, here's the new ones in front, and they're all the bamboo shoots, the Chrysopogons Z90. Now, look at the rain and the water. The roots are showing there from that beautiful little cluster, and it's never going to go nowhere. They could never be washed out. Okay, so we're pumped and excited about what we're sharing. We'll continue on revealing trade secrets. We call them SOS hacks. This will help save hundreds of millions and if not trillions of dollars in the future. And not only just saving money, it's having a sustainable, a real genuine sustainable system, which is no chemicals. Hey, look at these trees here. And you know, this is a zone, when it rains, it waterlogs. So we make these pads. All the pads that get cut for the leaf for the mulching, okay? And there's no more water before there's a puddle here. Every time it rained heavy, right? It'd take 2 days to evaporate, sometimes 5 days. It all depends, but you know how crazy the weather is. This is why extreme weather. That's why we've got to call it an extreme system of SOS. Look at that beautiful tree with the mulch leaf. Oh, by the way, from next week, tens of thousands a week are getting planted in this plantation. Okay, 10,000 trees, just under 10,000 trees. So we're really excited because it's working, and we're going to continue on showing and demonstrating the benefits and the fruiting power of the faster track. There is a small increase of ripening. There is a small increase of productivity of FFB. And I say small, actually our documentation showing it's about 20%, 10 to 20% plus on the slow moving trees. If you've got a healthy big tree and it's chemically fertilized, if you want to replace it with SOS and this system, you're going to increase in the first year and 18 months. After 18 months, you're going to see a massive increase of 10, 20, 30%. And if there's extreme weather, you're going to have a 30% increase over the year because of the tree catch-up time, because of the drought, the flood, the increase, the threat of increased disease. Okay, so you can't beat nature, and chemicals are working against nature. That's not sustainable. And if you can realise, look at these matured hedges around this symbiotic partnership. That harvested last week, which I took photos, there was about a 10 up to 20% increase because it was a slow growing tree, had problems because of the zoning, right? And all these were all slow growing trees now. They're all completely taken off and fruiting and increasing, and without the chemical fertilizer I'm talking about here. A very powerful solution, massive cost saving. And it boils down to this incredible technique solution. We are here to help. We are commercial, but we know the power of educating and training. Especially with TikTok and YouTube and our social media. There you see, you got VETIVER Grass King SABAH. Oh, that's our TikTok. And you got YouTube, VETIVER Grass King SABAH. There it is. There's a SABAH telephone number. So text us, and you can see that the VERUM X SOS means vetiver. Rumput means grass in Malaysia. It's a Malay word. It's a local language. Extreme SOS. SOS is save our soils. It's the actual organic fertilizer. SOS, organic fertilizer R&D division. The company is sponsored by VETIVER Technology Solutions SABAHAN, a local Sabah Malaysian company. Okay, so this is actually it's a community development. We are supporting R&D. We are R&D, but the farm is actually reaping massive cost savings. Okay, so once again, thank you for your interest in our support with likes and views in our TikTok and YouTube channel and our X and Instagram. And please email us at John, J-O-H-N, John, save, S-A-V, save our soil, S-O-I-L, at gmail.com. If you email us, we can send you information on a PDF. That means we are willing to accept multiple projects. This is a member of the community cooperative. Then we've got the NGO company. Okay, we're now supporting. They're a global NGO expanding that loves helping poor farmers and anyone in the community. Free membership, very powerful NGO, and we got private R&D clients. Okay, and all of them are saving and participating in a true organic, stopping the use of chemicals and pesticides. This is a huge breakthrough in innovation in palm oil. And we are, because we're expanding so rapidly now, and we're going to reveal more and more tips and more data, and the increase of our branding is really taken off. So what I'm getting at is, please contact us. You can get 3 months or 6 months or more of free organic fertilizer and free support and help. There's so many initiatives. So today's the 16th, and again, this video is just to show why I've been explaining, giving some great hacks and tips, why we are planting them so thick. It's fast tracking time. So we're actually creating a mat, a hedge. These will grow into touching each other, so there's no gaps. So it stops wind, and wind when it's not raining, it dries, and it dries the fronds. And when they're dry, they don't break down. It's only the shade on the bottom fronds in the normal system. So you have a look at this one here. Okay, I just picked this one up. So you got this beautiful bamboo shoot. Look at the established roots in the bulb at the bottom of it. You got a beautiful root there. And look at these roots coming from the actual bamboo shoots. Here, sir, that's one. Okay, so that's a very mature, very deliberately grown, it's a strategic. Now, the fast track even more, you can see what we've been planting here. I've even decided to plant 15 to 20,000 next week of the bamboo shoots, because they got to grow their roots. But when they grow into the ground, because the roots don't have to be double disturbed, they don't have to be replanted. So this is a fantastic way of number crunching. It's all about numbers, okay? And if you don't put the numbers, it just takes many months, a year to catch up on this but you know, when the benefits are so high to turn fronds into high-grade organic topsoil fertilizer, it's worth us fast tracking and investing. It's a real investment. Okay, this is dividing. This here is dividing the two compost bins. You can see here. This is how big it is. How many people are working on this one? Okay. A beautiful example of these mixed bamboo cuttings. They're about 12 months old. Some are 8. Some about a year and a half. They're very thick. You can see all different types. Some of them, most of them, this bag has got no shoots yet, no shoots or roots yet. But can you imagine dropping them in these holes? And this is what they do. That was one that was last week. It was just a bamboo shoot. And look at the beautiful new shoot that grew from the knuckler. So there's all these techniques that we utilize, subject again what we're trying to achieve, the budget for the project, and our capacity within our budget of supporting our developments, research and development, and our testimony and our YouTube and TikTok followers, and giving free information and help and to the world. Okay, so we're getting to the end of a few hours of planting, and you can see how thick we have now got it. Thick as in how close we're creating this hedge for composting. We're going to be putting EFB in this we call this box number 4. Okay, so you can see here, this divides the two. See, look at this here. It divides the two boxes up. This will have no EFB, just pure 100% Franzler, and that's what the focus is. But for the privileged people that can have any type of organic waste, throw it with the fronds, because this is a supercharged, it's an extreme SOS vermi technology compost system. So it's composting, but there's so much power knowing yet you got the cut and drop of the vetiver of the grass, of the leafler. So the combination of the vetiver of the leaf and the palm oil leaf, the fronds, is really mega productive, and the high concentration of protein, okay, generating a massive increase of nutrient-rich topsoil fertilizer. And that, as it rains, it runs down and trickles down to multiple levels of trees. In fact, influences acres and acres subject to the amount of rain, right? And then you can actually remove the 6 or 8 or 10 inches of the pure worm cast fertilizer underneath the fronds. That's a combination of the leaf mulch and the palm mulch leaf. It's a very high grade, especially when I'm talking about the SOS technique. Now, even without that, you copy this technique, you can't go wrong. See, look at this pile here, right? This one here, we threw some EFB also, but we're only just putting a very thin layer on the edges. This will be receiving no more, just pure 100% EFB. But this breakdown of this is already so much faster than all the rest. That's only 2 weeks old. Same as this first one. It's a smaller one. And we're going to be putting very thick vetiver grass cuttings around this next week. So we just completed now the 4 boxes, the 4 R&D boxes. This last big one here, that's what we call box number 4. This is the number 3, which is going to be 100% pure leaf. Okay. Once again, just a quick walk. You can see the real big numbers. And this wider section here, there's a reason that we actually wanted that, because I'm going to share real trade secrets which make all the difference. It is like it's the hacks that's taken us a lifetime to learn. But for now, I'm going to just hold back. But nevertheless, we will demonstrate this tipler. I won't be forgetting it. Okay, there's certain reasons, okay, that we learnt by sheer experience of 35 years, but through just massive research, by accident and deliberate our actions, knowing that we are looking. We're seeing and looking, you know. There's a difference of looking and seeing. So we really can start to see the benefits of, because when you focus on research, you've got to look at areas that you can't see much happening, and you don't, you know, you've got to observe very closely. I'm so privileged to be trained under some real professional research and development institutes in Australia and worldwide, in about 8 or 9 countries. Very privileged, and learnt a lot. Yes. Okay, we're just demonstrating this incredible, this last box number 4, extra thick hedge, and this is the only one we're going to be composting, the EFB and the fronds. And can you imagine the combination of the leaf, the highest protein, and due to our fertilizing of the SOS, extreme SOS fertilizer, these thick, powerful, you know, they'll grow 6 foot, 8 foot high, 1 meter wide. So the biomass of leaf is going to be huge. And they'll just be, when they cut, they'll be beautiful hedge. They'll be able to strong, this will be 1/2 meter and 1 meter wide. Okay, so it can hold a lot of strength. It won't, even if it's filled up, 1 meter with EFB will never spill over. Okay, so this compost vetiver box is going to be a living organism, protecting, insulating, and the very big drop a big key secret in here. The roots of the vetiver maintains, breeds and grows and flourishes microbes, indigenous microbes that suit the soil they're in. Okay, so that's the key. The power of organic growth is to do with microorganisms, and that's the whole key. Now, chemicals kill that, but when you've got these mature vetiver, complementary planting, the symbiotic partnership, all the benefits of the benefits of the symbiotic partnership and relationship, it's the micro activity, and the microbes keep breaking down organic material. So there's a frond pile. They're everywhere, but they take a long time to break down, and there's very little nutrients. Yeah, there's nutrients, but very little. I mean, there's no one that stops, there's no one that I know of stops fertilizing because of the fronds. They just don't. But you got to remember, and this is a beautiful mulch. This is what it's all about. Can you imagine, by having the frond boxes, you're going to have massive, incredible biomass of leaf to cut. Now have a look at this tree. This is just a beautiful example of biomass, weight and number of leaflet. See, it's very overcast. It's going to rain today. Look at the puddles of water here. So, you know, the water, how it stores water in the root system and dispels it in dry weather, how it protects the drought, that it sucks up the moisture from deep down and keeps the roots moist, which affects, you know, the roots of the palm tree, the insulation of it. We call it the green insurance policy. Okay, so yeah, we're very, very excited about this technology. It's a methodology. It's taken us a long time, a lot of money to learn, and we ask the world to support us on our YouTube, Vetiver Grass King SABAH, and our TikTok, Vetiver Grass King. We're going to be putting a lot more energy in TikTok this year, 2025, and we've only been dealing with 2.5 years with YouTube, and we're taking it serious this year. So we're really going to be increasing, because we've got thousands of archive videos, and we're going to start revealing more and more of our secrets and our hacks, which we have been consistently doing and getting recognition, and it's growing and developing, and we're very, very thankful. Okay, this is the last video today, the 26th of January. A happy Chinese Year to all my beautiful best friends and partners and bosses and associates. I love you with all my heart, and I'm inspired and growing and learnt so much from the beautiful Chinese people of the world. Plus, I've had the privilege to go to China many times and inspired with the people. Okay, so happy Chinese New Year. Today's Sunday. Says your big, beautiful week this week, new week coming. Now you've seen we put a thin layer, 1 layer thick of the EFB. This last 4 bed, our first 4 compost boxes. There's 3 of them are just pure 100% fronds, and this big one's going to be, we're going to compost. We're going to put all of that EFB, and you can know how big this hedge is going to be. You've got to visualize it 6 foot high, 1 meter wide, and we're going to cut it so it's going to be like a nice flat hedge. It sounds like visually it's going to be beautiful, but we're doing that because of the mulching, the leaf that goes in addition to the frond that has got nutrients, but it is not nutrient rich. And when it composts, the weather dries it, it kills the microbes and keeps the microbes very low. And what happens with microbes, the worst problem is the chemicals. It's in a chemical surrounding. So the micro activity is very minimal. Okay, the insects in the microflora is very minimal. So when you start now putting vetiver grass, which is a complete powerhouse of nutrient of the root system and the moisture, and it stops that wind and to drying out the base and the top. Okay, so it stays, and the leaf is extensive. Imagine all those thick leaves going in it, and all the bamboo pieces growing through it. It's just a beautiful sight. We have already done, it was a 5-year extensive research and development in Sabah, Malaysia and West Malaysia 25 years ago. Okay, because back then it was such a big, we imported worms from Australia. I was a senior principal consultant of a firm, and it was very powerful. Okay, so here's our bigger sign. So this is actually also a member of an NGO called SABAH Charter Voluntary Society. This gentleman is under a research and development private arrangement, but still a member of a cooperative and a co-op because of my other projects. Okay, so here's the mulching. We put more mulch on this today. Okay, there's 3 mulching trees, proving that this is one of the most important techniques to stop chemicals, stop pesticides. So you can see now we just put another thin layer. Next week we have going to put about, we've worked out 15,000 on the outside edge of the 4 boxes, 15,000. So they're going to be almost touching each other. This is additional what you already see. Look how many there is. How thick's it going to be? Here's this one that's about, these 2 here about 4 months old. Can you imagine every one of those turning that thick? So it's going to be one very thick mat touching each other. And you imagine the biomass, the root mass, and the moisture and the the microbes living in that incredible deep-rooted, the deep roots of all those microbes that break down the nutrition of the soil, all the humus, okay, and continues on feeding the tree what it needs. So this top number 3 bed, that's going to be just all fronds. We'll just weed it. We only need to weed it once because you keep putting the fronds on. It stops the weeds. Okay, because these are just from the old piles. Look at all of them. Look at how they look normally. Okay, you wait till you see what we're going to show you. That's the dividing. That's the dividing hedgerow, boxer. You see how wide and thick. Now, next week we're going to put most probably 200, 250 extra. That's going to be just chock-a-block full, almost touching each other. Like I said to you, another full row closer than you see these. Okay, then we're just going to keep fertilizing them, and we'll just keep topping them up with EFB, and we're going to activate them. And we did. There's different levels of activation. Okay, subject to what the labour content, weather, We can also continue on, and you'll be able to see this, continue on making a 1 meter hedge around this. So that's very wide. I mean, okay, so for example, it'll be from there to about here. Okay, so we're going to continue on. These will be very high, then they'll be a lower as they're maturing, because we want to cut and drop. It's for insulation. It's for pH control, microactivity. Okay, so it's very, very valuable. Okay, God bless you and thank you for supporting our YouTube and TikTok. This is a fantastic day and this is looking so good. There's 14 tonne of VFB we're going to put into here. And you wait till you see what it's going to look like. You know today's date's the 26th of the 1st, Chinese New Year. And you wait, there's no other, just the microbes and the symbiotic partnership with the vetiver leaf, because the high nitrogen is going to do something that nobody else can do. Nobody else can do. God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we're just demonstrating this incredible, this last box number 4, extra thick hedge. And this is the only one we're going to be composting, the EFB and the fronds. And can you imagine the combination of the leaf, the highest protein, and due to our fertilizing of the SOS, extreme SOS fertilizer, these thick, powerful, you know, they'll grow 6 foot, 8 foot high, 1 meter wide. So the biomass of leaf is going to be huge. And they'll just be, when they cut, they'll be beautiful hedge. They'll be able to strong, this will be 1/2 meter and 1 meter wide. Okay, so it can hold a lot of strength. It won't, even if it's filled up, 1 meter with EFB will never spill over. Okay, so this compost vetiver box is going to be a living organism, protecting, insulating, and the very big drop a big key secret in here. The roots of the vetiver maintains, breeds and grows and flourishes microbes, indigenous microbes that suit the soil they're in. Okay, so that's the key. The power of organic growth is to do with microorganisms, and that's the whole key. Now, chemicals kill that, but when you've got these mature vetiver, complementary planting, the symbiotic partnership, all the benefits of the benefits of the symbiotic partnership and relationship, it's the microactivity. And the microbes keep breaking down organic material. So there's a frond pile. They're everywhere. But they take a long time to break down and there's very little nutrients. Yeah, there's nutrients, but very little. I mean, there's no one that stops, there's no one that I know of stops fertilizing because of the fronds. They just don't. But you got to remember, and this is a beautiful mulch. This is what it's all about. Can you imagine by having the frond boxes, you're going to have massive, incredible biomass of leaf to cut. Now have a look at this tree. This is just a beautiful example of biomass, weight and number of leaflet. See, it's very overcast. It's going to rain today. Look at the puddles of water here. So, you know, the water, how it stores water in the root system and dispels it in dry weather, how it protects the drought, where it sucks up the moisture from deep down and keeps the roots moist, which affects, you know, the roots of the palm tree, the insulation of it. We call it the green insurance policy. Okay, so yeah, we're very, very excited about this technology. It's a methodology. It's taken us a long time, a lot of money to learn, and we ask the world to support us on our YouTube, Vetiver Grass King SABAH, and our TikTok, Vetiver Grass King. We're going to be putting a lot more energy in TikTok this year, 2025, and we've only been dealing with 2.5 years with YouTube, and we're taking it serious this year. So we're really going to be increasing, because we've got thousands of archive videos, and we're going to start revealing more and more of our secrets and our hacks. which we have been consistently doing and getting recognition, and it's growing and developing, and we're very, very thankful.